Once, fear had formed. It had claws. It had a laugh that crawled through your dreams and reminded you that sleeping was never safe. But somewhere between coffee breaks, blue light, and breathing exercises, fear became content. And Freddy Krueger became obsolete. He used to slip into the places you never dared to go, the private corners of your subconscious, where the mind confessed what the mouth could not. He was the punishment for repression, the price for denial. Now, denial is a disorder with a prescription. Freddy doesn't hunt anymore, he observes. He sits in therapy waiting rooms, his bladed glove resting on his knee. Listening to people talk about setting boundaries, he remembers when boundaries were the razor-thin walls between life and nightmare. Now they're just bullet points in a self-help podcast. He wonders if anyone dreams any more real dreams, not the digital ones programmed by algorithms that learn your deepest wants before you do. He used to invade sleeping minds. Now our phones do that for him. The monster became redundant, therapist says. Freddy, tell me about your anger. He wants to laugh, but his mouth feels heavy. Anger used to be his fuel. Now it's something you process. Once, rage burned entire neighborhoods. Now, it fits neatly into a 45-minute session with ambient music playing softly in the background. She calls him Mr. Krueger. Professional, respectful. She doesn't scream, she doesn't even blink. Because fear, real fear, isn't allowed in the clinic. It's been sterilized, sanitized, neutralized into emotional discomfort. And Freddy hates that phrase. He studies the diplomas on the wall. It says cognitive behavioral therapy, another trauma-informed practice. He used to *B* the trauma. Now he's just the homework. In another life, he was the man parents warned their kids about. Now, he's the case study professors assigned to psychology majors. Observe the subject's dissociative behavior, they'd write. It's not the monster anymore, it's the metaphor. He was born from guilt, anger, and denial. But the world relabeled those feelings as growth opportunities. People don't fear their shadows anymore, they journal about them. He walks through the dream world and finds nothing but mindfulness apps, white noise, guided meditations, soft voices repeating, I am safe, I am calm, I release my fear. Each affirmation slices through him like holy water. Every time someone believes those words, a part of Freddy fades. Fear was once the rawest proof of being alive. It's just an obstacle on the road to self-improvement. He remembers when people fought their nightmares. Now, they pay to decode them. Dream interpretation workshops, lucid dreaming courses. Even his home, the subconscious, has been colonized by positivity. In the city above, nobody sleeps long enough to dream anyway. Caffeine and dopamine run through their veins. The new nightmare isn't found in bed, it's in the mirror at 3 a.m., lit by the pale glow of a phone. Freddy watches them scrolling, eyes wide open. Minds wide empty. He whispers through the screen, but they don't hear him. They think his voice is just another notification. The irony burns him more than fire ever did. There was a time when terror united people, a shared scream. A jolt of humanity reminding you that you were fragile. Now fear divides. Some call it trauma, others call it content strategy. Everyone wants to monetize it. Freddy remembers the power of one terrified breath. Now he sees panic attacks turned into vlogs, pain with captions, tears with filters. He doesn't haunt dreams anymore. He haunts comment sections. He tries therapy again.
Ow.
This time he actually listens. Freddy, the therapist says, have you tried forgiveness? He pauses. He thinks about all the faces that burned him, thinks about justice, revenge, nightmares, and realizes forgiveness would kill him faster than any boiler fire. Because forgiveness is acceptance, and monsters don't survive acceptance. He grips his glove tighter. The blades don't shine like they used to. They're dull metaphors now, not weapons. The therapist smiles. You're making progress. He doesn't reply. He's thinking about progress, how it built skyscrapers, phones, and pills, but demolished the primal awe that kept people awake at night. Progress killed fear. Without fear, what is he? He roams the dream streets that once burned red and alive. They're empty now. Even the shadows have left. He passes a mirror and barely sees his own reflection. The burns are fading. His outline flickers weak. The world cured him. He was the fever, and therapy was the medicine. In the waking world, a child sleeps with the lights on. Not because he's afraid of monsters, but because he's afraid of missing notifications. Freddy reaches for him. The claw passes through like smoke. There's no fear to grip, only overstimulation, he whispers. You're supposed to be dreaming. But the boy's smartwatch buzzes. Heart rate normal, sleep cycle monitored, nightmare prevented. Even dreams have customer support now. He returns to the chair in the therapist's office. She asks gently. Freddy, what are you most afraid of? He looks down at his hand, the one that used to slice through silence. And for the first time, he answers honestly. Being understood, because understanding kills everything mysterious. Cages chaos, labels it, explains it, and once something is explained, it stops being frightening. He was once chaos in the flesh. Now he's psychology in a textbook. The session ends. He stands slowly. Clock ticks like a metronome. He glances at the door. Same time next week, she asks. He nods. What else can he do? Even nightmares need routine. Outside, the daylight burns his skin, but it's not fire anymore. It's indifference. No one screams.
Oh?
No one looks twice. He's just another man with scars, walking through a world that's too awake to dream. They wanted to cure fear, and they did. But something died with it, because when humanity lost the nightmare, it lost the need to wake up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, consider subscribing. You never know who might be listening.